you always remind me you're the only one who brings me peace. You're the only one who brings me peace. I'm so forgetful, but you always remind me you're the only one who brings me peace. You're the only one who brings me peace. So I come, Lord, I come, I come, Lord, I come to tell you I love you, to tell you I need you, to tell you there's no better place for me than in your arms, to tell you I'm sorry for running in circles, for placing my focus on the waves, not on your face. You're the only one who brings me peace. You're the only one who brings me peace. I'm so forgetful, but you always remind me you're the only one who brings me peace. You're the only one who brings me peace. So I come, Lord, I come, I come, Lord, I come to tell you I love you, to tell you I need you, to tell you there's no better place for me than in your arms, to tell you I'm sorry for running in circles, for placing my focus on the waves, not on your face. You're the only one who brings me peace. You're the only one who brings me peace in the storm. In the storm. I'm so forgetful, but you always remind me you're the only one who brings me peace. You're the only one who brings me peace.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Happy Friday. What a good day. Let's see who is on. Got my Pops on, Steve Giroux, Bert Reggiani. Good morning. Happy Friday, guys. All right, so let's get right into this. So, if you notice the title, it was a warning. It may cause some heartburn. All right, so I've been in this place of just, hey, John, morning, brother. Love you, dude. Yeah, I just been in this place of I don't know, just feeling more and more like convicted this week. And hey, good morning, Chrissy. Yeah, been in this place of conviction, and I started thinking about this. So if we were having this conversation like in person, a lot of you would probably want to like immediately comfort me, right? Like tell me, oh, you're good, you're a good person, all this other stuff. And I'm not saying that that is a bad trait to have. I'm actually I think it is actually a gift, right? Like Barnabas, a brother of encouragement. Um, and so I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm saying like as Americans, we don't allow ourselves to sit in our messes long. We don't allow ourselves to feel anything. Like we don't allow ourselves to feel guilty, pain, none of it. It's so easy to distract ourselves. Sound low. Testing, testing. 1, 2. Volume's really
Go
loud.
to audio and make sure that that thing's off. That noise echoing thing is off.
Yep, that's off.
And make sure that okay, they're all three off. Okay, so we've turned up your. Now try.
Okay. Let me know if it sounds any better. Um, we turned up all the way and can't hear well. All right.
Switch your mics.
Okay.
Go to the Logitech mic.
Oh, wait. Nope. I'm getting that is better. Great.
There we go. We turned it up.
Better. All right. Perfect. All right. Good, good, good. Good morning, everybody. All right. So, yeah, what we're talking about is as Americans, we don't let ourselves feel guilty for long. It's so easy to turn on Netflix or go have a beer or whatever. We numb ourselves and we don't allow ourselves to sit in our messes. We don't allow ourselves to sit in these places. Now I have to turn the TV volume down. All right, that's good. So I was that totally threw me off. No, I think it's good.
Just a little bit.
Well, all right. And I was thinking about like back in the day, I used to get this comment in different ways from all these different people. And I remember I was hanging out with this guy named Cam Underdown, and he's like, man, he's like, Jackson, you are a man of great conviction. And I remember in that kind of season of my life, I almost took that, or I wrestled with the Lord about it for a while, and was like, God, am I legalistic? Am I supposed to be this way? Right? Like, why aren't other people as convicted as I am? Like, all these other things. And I didn't think about that as like a good place to be. But I remember all these situations where my heart would just be broken over sin, and not even necessarily sin in my life, but sin in other people's lives, and I would just weep. I remember this time where I was hanging out. I led this guy to Christ. He started coming to this Bible study that I was doing at OU, and all these other guys started showing up. And I remember we go after Bible study, we go out to like a restaurant, and we're just kind of talking. And one of the guys that came with us, just felt so comfortable with us that he just started confessing, these, he had these homosexual like desires, and like, like, yeah, he was like, guys, I don't know what to do with this. Like, I find myself having these attractions. And I remember it was an awesome conversation, and we got to pray with each other, and all that jazz. And then afterwards, that guy leaves, and I'm talking to the one guy that I led to the Lord, and like he almost wants to like laugh and like, dude, I don't ever invite him out again. Like, I don't want to, that makes me so uncomfortable. And it like breaks my heart. It's like guys, like he's just, like us. Like all of us sin and all of us fall short. We all have different things that might, um, we might have different desires than he has. But we all have, wicked desires, right? In um like our mothers all conceived us in sin. Like we're all like in this place that is falling short of the glory of the Lord. And I just remember like crying so hard that night after like I'm at my house and crying that my good buddy would not make fun of people who have different sin than he has, and but that he would feel convicted that, man, that's a soul, that's some guy who is pursuing the Lord, and is struggling and wrestling and not wanting to come alongside, but then also crying for my brother who has this desire and this hunger to run after the Lord, but he's still struggling with these inner battles. And I just over and over and over again, I just remember these times where like I would just be weeping and crying for the loss. I remember this time where we had this worship night here in Rochester, and we're worshiping maybe 3 hours, and there was a lot of people there. And for the last hour, like we're just crying out for souls. Like we're literally just weeping and like, God, like send prodigals home, send these people home. And we're just weeping and crying. And then I look up and like half of the room, like there was 50 people in that living room before we started, or that before that last hour. And by the end of it, there was only like 10 of us. A lot of people had left, and we just cried out for an hour over souls, and everybody in that room was like, we can't leave this place, and just go home, right? And so we went down to downtown Pontiac, and we just started talking to people about Jesus, they don't know him, and it was just like, man, like, yeah, and the reason I've been convicted this week is like, man, when's the last time I cried for souls? When's the last time I felt convicted over sin, and to the point where I'm weeping, or to the point where I'm, it's actually affecting me. And guys, it's so good to get in this place of like, of feeling this weight. We sing that song Hosanna, and it's like, God, break my heart for the things that break your heart. But do we actually want that? Do we actually want to sit in this mess and say, God, it's got to change, something's got to move? I remember sitting in my brother's basement, and crying out like, God, save my brother. And like, when are we getting this place? When do we get to this place where we don't talk about these things anymore, or we don't allow ourselves to feel these things anymore, and we just kind of go through this life numb? We go through this life kind of pushing and suppressing these feelings, so much so that it's just out of sight, out of mind. We don't think about it. We don't let ourselves feel these things. And guys, I just wanted to share kind of where the Lord is taking me in this place of just like, I want my heart to break for the things that break his heart, right? I don't want to live my life numb and callous to things that are happening around me and happening in our world, and they not affect me, and I would rather just turn on Netflix, and not think about those things. No, like, I don't want to distract myself anymore. I want to pursue the Lord with everything in me. And I want my heart to break for the things that breaks his heart. And so I hope this was an encouragement to you guys. Yeah, sorry, that got kind of ugly. um, but yeah, I love you guys. Don't be afraid to sit in the mess this week. Don't be afraid to feel it. I guess is my encouragement and exhortation for you today. Whew. We'll be right back here for some prayer at 9. Love you guys.